What is up, YouTube? We're gonna hit some back and shoulders, and I'm going to give y'all a commentary on why I'm doing the movements that I'm doing for growth, for optimization, and all of that fun stuff to help you grow as fast as possible without needing to take drugs to do so. Start off today's we've got some Gorilla Mind OG, 2 scoops of that. It's got creatine in it, about 350 on the caffeine, like 10 grams of pump, something absurd. Pretty solid stim, really good pump. What else could you need, right? So let's get after it. Catch y'all there. Here we've got some T-bar rows. Really great movement to start your workout with. Really great because you can just load them heavy. You've got the chest support, so you don't have to worry about stability with your core, and you can just solely engage your back. Really great movement. Personally, I'm a really big fan of these. These are just single arm lat pull downs. Keep your arm at about a 45, or your hand at about a 45-degree angle as you're pulling down. These are also called the JPG lat pull downs, if you don't know what those are. But you know, you could also just switch these for a pronated mag grip if you have those, or just an overhand lat pull down. Essentially going to train the exact same thing. Train hard. That's really all I have to say about these. These are super straightforward. Nothing crazy again here. Just a high row. Try to emphasize pulling out rather than pulling down on these, right? You'll see how my elbows are flaring at about a 45-degree angle as opposed to coming straight down. That's going to help with engagement of your lats, and it's also going to really help with the engagement of those severely undertrained teres muscles. Hands down, one of my favorite movements of all time has to be the low row, right? Really great for that upper and mid back development, trap development. And if you, I guess, kind of jerry-rig it a little bit and do it more like a shrug, you can actually use it for rear delts too. And so, as you see here, right, pulling through with my elbows, really great for that upper back. You can see that trap contracting. What I like to do after I hit failure with both arms is, see, like right here, switch it to single arm. Get a couple more reps in. Boom, there you go. Switch arms, and there you've got it, folks. Low rows, hands down, a staple in my back day. Here's a really rare sighting of me actually training my upper traps, but what you'll see is I'm a little bit leaned forward by like 5-10 degrees, and what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to, as you roll your shoulders back instead of up, right, that scapular retraction, you're actually going to be training more directly than if you were standing up. When you look at an anatomical diagram of the traps, you'll notice they don't go up and down, they go out to the sides. Cable laterals are hands down one of my favorite movements to grow my lateral delt, medial delt, whatever you want to call it. But one thing that has recently been shown in a study is that doing cable laterals marginally grows your upper portion of that medial delt more, whereas dumbbell lateral raises will grow the bottom part more. One little variation I like to throw in from time to time is using wrist cuffs to eliminate the factor of wrist stability. These are normally ankle cuffs, but I just repurpose them for my wrist anyways. I feel that I get a way better contraction in my delt doing these. And one cue that I strongly suggest you think about while performing lateral raises is to bring your hands out and not up. I think about touching the walls rather than touching the ceiling, and that just helps me personally. I'm personally very fond of machines because of the stability, but if you like dumbbells or barbells, you can do those too. I really only do 2 sets here because, number one, full reps, and then I'd go into little half reps like this, the lengthened partial, and then drop set. So really only need about 2 working sets here. The last thing you're going to want to take into account, right, is going to be your volume. You want to make sure that you're going to be training about 8 to 10 sets per muscle group per training session, roughly twice a week, to get to your 16 to 20 weekly volume sets. Again, just make sure you're training hard. You gotta train hard. If you don't train hard, you cannot stimulate muscle growth. So, if there's anything you take away, train hard.